This is class 10th, code 402. We are talking about employability skills, information and communication technology skills, unit number 3. Basic computer operation. We will be talking about computer, tablets, laptops. All these are computing devices. What are the basic operations that we do always? So that is what we are going to see today. ICT. Under basic computer operation, ICT, this word you will hear. This is information and communication technology. ICT stands for information is data which is having some meaning. Communication is talk, say between two parties, multiple parties. So communication and information, the technology which is combining this, or the methods, tools, concepts related to storing, recording and sending the digital information. So whenever we talk about information, we are talking about digital information here, data. So digital is in the form of 0, 1. Previously we used to have analog communication, analog kind of data storage. Now we have digital form. So information, this, as I said, data, which is, this can be interpreted and have some meaning. This can be recorded in certain way. Previously we used to write it on paper. Then we started typing it through typewriter. And then now we have keyboard. So now we can input the data through keyboard. And in your mobile, there is virtual keyboard. So this information, when this information is stored and this is recorded on electronic devices, I'm talking about all the devices. Storing means, and recording means, once you shut it off and again shut it on or power it on, the data should remain there. This is the digital form. So in these electronic devices, we have wiring, soldering, diode, triode. There are so many electronic things there. In all the tablets and mobiles you are day to day dealing with, the data is in digital form. Digital form is in the form of 0, 1, 0, 1. So this 801 formation is called a byte. And then we have, this is the minimum say counting or unit. Byte becomes kilobyte, then megabyte, then gigabyte, and so on and so forth, gigabyte, etc. So this 0 and 1, the form is, the data is 0 and 1. This is digital form. So ICT, information and communication technology devices, are generally when we talk about tablets, smartphones and laptops. So how did this help us? The smallest one we have in our hand is the mobile. So these all have operating system. That is why we are calling now the mobile as smartphones. Smart mobiles. For example, we have Android operating system, Apple iOS operating system. Similarly, in laptop, the form factor changes, the size changes. Mobile is smaller, then we have a laptop which is somewhat bigger, and in between we have the tablet. So this is the screen side. I'm talking about the form factor. So in between this laptop and the mobile, we have tablet. So all these power, resources, computing resources, all these are somewhat different here depending upon the size. There are mobiles which are more powerful than computer also today. So ICT skills, it helped us in various ways. It helped us to communicate, to talk. Even the businesses are running on it or helping it. And also the social life. We can be connected to our friends and family. So now it is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Everyone, you and me, need to learn, need to acquire knowledge about this ICT. So have to have an ICT skill. We need to get updated, stay updated about the latest software and applications. This is now mandatory for everyone. You cannot just ignore it now. that I don't know, I'm not technological savvy, I just don't want, just please help me. No, you have to, everyone has to do it now. So the software in normally the laptops, the workstations, etc., we call them as softwares. Software are nothing but a program written in certain programming language. Now, when this software is in your mobile or tablet, it becomes apps. They are smaller software, you can say. Computer, it has two main parts, or you can say two main pillars. One is hardware, the other one is a software. So, a computer system or a computing device consists of two main parts, hardware and the software. The physical part or the tangible part which you can see and touch is hardware, like this monitor. Hard means it has to be, the meaning is very clear, hard. So you are able to touch it, feel it. So the machinery of a computer, it can have, say, keyboard, a monitor, CPU, RAM, ROM, the motherboard. All these are hardware. Now, what is the second pillar of any computing device? Is a software. So, software, we cannot see it, it is intangible. But basically, these are instructions written in certain programming language. And now these instructions instruct the computer or the computing device to do what? For example, we write code in C, C++, Java, Python. We are not able to see it. We can just feel it, the result that, okay, A plus B we have written. We are getting the result of addition. This is the instruction. So Windows 8 can only be seen. It cannot be, it can be felt, but cannot be touched. So this operating system is a software, is the basic software, which will make the hardware work the way we intend to do it. We have certain instruction on the basis of which the hardware is going to run. See this monitor. This is a physical device. So whenever we start a program, for example, a game, it will be displayed on the monitor. It will show you text, it will show you images, it can show you videos and whatnot. So hardware is dormant without software. Software is the life, is the key, is the brain, everything for a hardware. Because without software, hardware has no meaning. It will run only because we have certain software, code written. There are certain programs also, there are certain coding which is done in your hardware only, that are called hardwired program. For example, BIOS, for example, POST. BIOS is basic input output system. Before, when you push your button of on your computer or computing device, the BIOS will run. And that means, if you see, your computer will have a HP or a Lenovo coming. How does it is coming when the operating system is still not being handed over the control. This is through BIOS, and this is already hardwired. These are hardwired. POST, Power on Self Test, BIOS. So this is BIOS and POST are hardwired program. Basically, they are software only, but they are hardwired. So these are the example of certain software in which we can do various daily activities like making presentation, like some typing activities, some gaming, or various other things like say social media, browsers. So mobile devices like our smartphones and tablets, these are all coming under this computer system only, because they also have a hardware and a software, and all depends on this form factor. Form factor is the size. For example, you have 5-inch, 4-inch, 3-inch. So these comes at a mobile. If it goes up to 10-inch screen, then it becomes a tablet. The screen I'm talking about is always computed diagonally, the size. If it goes up to 14, 15, then it becomes say a computer, personal computer, or a laptop. 30-inch, it may be a workstation. So we have hardware also and software also here. This is the smallest form factor. The higher one is this one, and the more higher one this one. There are others also which we are not talking about. We are just talking about what we should discuss now, because they are mainframes, they are workstations, there are servers, they are supercomputers. So there are so many computing devices, and they all have hardware and software. All are having different form factors. So software plus hardware This hardware have electronic devices. Software are the instruct the hardware devices to do certain thing. For example, the processor. The processor is the main processing unit inside this. So operating system is the key software. There are softwares, so key software is operating system. For example, in your house, your mother is earning, so she is the operating system. Your father is earning and he is taking care of every one of you. He is the operating system of your house. That is, all the software like you, me, and you, your sister, all are dependent on your operating system. Operating system is also your father is making home, your mother is making home, buying home and making food, everything operating system is doing. So your father, mother can be, you can understand like this. So when the system will, you'll switch it on, it will check all the hardware parts whether they are running successfully or not. Means they have to be in a working condition. So once this is done, this is called BIOS. So we have hardwired program already in ROM, read-only memory. So when the initial BIOS or POST, power on self-test is done, now the control is given to operating system. Now the computing system will be dealt or will be handled by operating system. Before that we have BIOS, which is already done by the hardware, but after that now it is all by operating system. So operating system we have on laptops and desktops like Ubuntu, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS. Ubuntu is basically a Linux version. Linux. Mobile devices, computing devices, they also have operating system now. We have Google Android. Now every Samsung mobile has an Android operating system. Apple has iOS operating system. So these are different operating system which are running the hardware. So all computer application like the browser, games, office tools, these are all software programs. As I said, operating system is also a software, but is the biggest software. And operating system is an interface between your hardware and software. So whatever you do today, either on any computing devices, these are mere applications of software which are running on certain operating system and which are on the background holding, or you can say controlling the hardware to give you output. So these are different operating system which I wanted to show you: iOS, Android, Windows, we have, and BlackBerry. So operating system is basically a very, very, very big software which is controlling the different software which are installed on it, and also different hardware which are there in that computing devices. So again, let me tell you, operating system is an interface between hardware and software. It by itself it is a software, though operating system are generally written in assembly language. The first thing first is, whenever you wake up in the morning, what do? You start a computer. Even if you buy a computer, you start a computer. So how does it work? Let me take a real life example. Now you see here, before powering it on, now when a kid wakes up and the father or mother tells, do your homework just now. You have just woken up. You need to be first, you had 8 hours of sleep. Now you have to go to toilet, loo, pee, you have to do brush, breakfast. Then only you will be ready for the day. You can now relate it to computer. When you switch on the computer, you cannot directly give the commands. So when the computer is switched on, there are certain background basic process. The computer has to check all the different parts which are making a computer. That is a RAM, that is a ROM, that is a hard drive, processor, all these peripheral devices. Whether they are working or not, only then the computer will be ready to take your instruction. So these are the basic processes and functions which are done before a computer can take your instruction. So we have BIOS, basic input output system, and the POST, power on self test. All these are run to find out whether RAM is working properly or not, hard drive is working properly or not, the monitor is working properly or not. So now when this is done, the computer or the hardware will give control to operating system. So now operating system is open. You can log in now and start working. Now it can take your instructions. So whenever you switch on your computer, before giving you instruction or before the computer can take your instruction, this is what you see. There are certain instructions which are running. So in the morning, if you wake up, you need at least a cup of tea, 5 or 10 minutes to make that sleep go away, which is still in your eyes. So in order to be available or ready for the day, you need some time. Similarly, computer also needs some time. So this is the basic input-output system. That is all input-output system peripheral devices which are computer connected. Whether they are working in the way the computer would want, or they are technically or say electronically well or not, they are medically fit or not, in electronic terms. So BIOS does a self-test. So this all self-test is done. Once this everything is okay, now BIOS will now load operating system. Operating system will not be loaded at first. BIOS POST will be done, and then BIOS is actually a hardware program. It is a software, but it already in the ROM. It is already hardwired in the form of wire and diode and triode and all those electronics background. So this operating system is now loaded by the BIOS once all the other things are being checked. And now this operating system will get up, it will run, and now it is ready to take your inputs, user inputs. Before that, you will not be able to give instruction. You have to sit for 5-10 minutes or say 2-3 minutes, then only things will be done. Log in and log out. So this we are going to do or discuss in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.